See, do one thing. I will smoke up nicely. You sit with me on my motorcycle. I will hit 250 kilometers per hour. Are you okay? For you, only if it's written in the textbook it is science, it's very unfortunate. Before the textbook, there was science in the existence.
So the next question is that this is a very popular question. Many variants of this question came in the form as well, and I think students not only in this college but all over the colleges want to have an answer to this question, though it scares me to ask this. College students of our age do involve themselves in the consumption of marijuana, though it is illegal. And that doesn't seem to affect them that it is illegal. But if it is legalized, there would have been more factual data available on its consumption, who is consuming it, in what amounts, when, what frequency, what age. Plus, it would be a better revenue source for the government as well. And many states in the United States as well have legalized the consumption of marijuana. So, do you think marijuana as a drug should be legalized in India?
See, we can legalize everything. Why just marijuana? Because once we legalize marijuana, the cocaine fans will come and say, why not cocaine? There are others, there are those MDX people, they will ask for that. There are meth people who do it in their own room, they will ask for that. So why not legalize everything at once? What is the problem? No problem. It is just that, as I already mentioned, if you pay attention, you would see an ant is striving all his life to be full-fledged ant. A mango tree is striving all its life to be a full-fledged mango tree. This is the nature of life, this is not a philosophy. The nature of life is every life is doing its best to be what best it can be within its scope. But if you're talking about intoxication, it doesn't matter, I'm not even looking at whether it's legal or illegal, whatever it is, whether it's alcohol, marijuana, this one, that one. Legality is not the question, what is legal doesn't become right, what is illegal doesn't become wrong, okay? That's a different matter. So, we're talking about essentially intoxication. So I was in Bangalore, a similar question was asked. They're all inviting me for under 25 conferences because they think I'm under 25 for some reason. So, it's an open-air meeting, over 15,000 students are there and strong smell of marijuana and openly in the center of the city, all right? And they're asking, Sadhguru, you have so much influence in the government, why don't you get marijuana legal? So let me tell you what I told them. See, right now, it's called… you also use the word smoke up? Smoke?
It's the set terminology, I guess.
Okay. Smoke means tobacco, smoke up means marijuana, smoke down means what? Nothing, okay. See, do one thing. I will smoke up nicely. You sit with me on my motorcycle. I will hit 250 kilometers per hour. Are you okay?
I don't think so.
No. Because you understand, my competence levels will go down the moment I'm smoked up. Yes? So don't call it smoke up, don't call it high, you get low. You can't see better, you can't handle things better, your competence goes down. So tell me, will life get enhanced by enhancing one's competence, by enhancing one's… If I can see better than you, right now I can. I'm riding through the night, in the middle of the night with glasses on, people say, Sadhguru is not dangerous. Well, nearly 24,000 kilometers I've survived, so I don't think it's dangerous. What do you think? In all kinds of terrain, because I can see better than you. It's very difficult for people to understand this. Of course, they'll say there's no science like that. It is fine. For you, only if it's written in the textbook it is science, it's very unfortunate. Before the textbook, there was science in the existence. So, right now my vision is like that. I'm 65, I should be wearing spectacles. You are, I am not. I'm wearing colored glasses and reading in the night. Because I'm really up, but not smoked up. I'm really up. I can sleep for 2-3 hours a day and night and be active for 20-22 hours a day, non-stop. Well, tell me which is high. I'm high, or when you smoked up, are you high? You're lowering your competence and you're saying, I am high, which is an unfortunate reality. See, it is like if you are cooking in your kitchen, salt is marked as sugar, sugar is marked as salt, you know what kind of cooking you will produce? That's what will happen to your life. At least you say, I want to be down, smoke and sleep, or smoke and sit like this, all right? But don't say, I am high. You're not high, you're low. If your intent is to be low, go ahead. Because I'm not somebody who looks at life in a moral terms. I'm looking at life in terms of life. Life wants to be high, isn't it? Life doesn't want to be low, because it's a very brief amount of time. All of you are young, you may not even think about it, but I'm telling you, as you sit here with me, you're 1 hour closer to your grave. So am I, of course. Yes or no? Time is ticking away for all of us. If you're conscious that life is such a brief happening, do you want to be intoxicated or do you want to be invigorated? Which way is it? It's your choice. Legal, illegal, doesn't matter. What is the choice of life? What is the natural choice of this life? It wants to be high in every possible way. To cover your incompetence, you want to call low as high. No. Suppose you need to go through a surgery. Now the surgeon comes smoked up. Shall we open you up? Well, he'll pull out your kidneys instead of liver because you won't know the difference. So I'm saying, people will say, oh, it's not like that, they're evolving a whole science about marijuana, about how marijuana does this, marijuana does that. See, so does everything. In Telugu there is a saying, Sarva rogalku sarai mandu. This means for all They are Telugu people, they love it This means for all ailments, drink is an answer, because everything goes away. I would say poison is an answer for every disease that you have. Because once you are dead, you will not have any ailment. This is the advantage of death. So I want you to know, whether you sleep for 8 hours a day, or you get drunk, or you get smoked up, one way or the other, if you are not in an invigorated state of life, you're wasting your life. Even if you're simply overeating and sleeping, or you're marijuana, or you're alcohol, it doesn't matter which way. If you sleep 8 hours a day, 1/3 of your life you're going to sleep off, isn't it? 24 hours is all you have. I'm seeing how to stay awake. I've spent almost 25, 26 years with an average of 2.5 to 3 hours of sleep. These days getting little lazy and sleeping 3.5, 4.5 hours at this stage in my life. But if you… apart from natural sleep, if you want to go into more intoxicated states where you don't know who you are and what you're doing, well, I'm not looking at this morally. I think it's wasted life, because you must be alive as possible, not less alive. Anything that makes you less alive is anti-life, isn't it? So shall I do cocaine, Sadhguru? It makes me more alive. It's fine if you can produce your own, not in your laboratory, not in your kitchen, but within your system, because This is the most complex and sophisticated chemical factory on the planet. Do you agree with me? The question is only, are you a great manager of this factory or are you a lousy manager? That's all the question is. If you were a great manager of this system, would you produce chemicals which will keep you blissed out, or would you produce chemicals which keep you miserable? Which way is it? So instead of taking charge of this, you're doing all kinds of mess. Inefficiency, that's all I'm saying. I'm not against marijuana, but I am against inefficient life because time is so brief. When time is so brief, we must do the best we can, isn't it? In our lives, if we do not do what we cannot do, there is no problem. But if we do not do what we can do, we are a disastrous life. And that disaster will unfold when you invest in intoxication. Because if you want to be intoxicated, I'm not showing my eyes today, but if you look at my eyes, I'm always stoned. No substance. Because this is the most sophisticated chemical factory. If you keep this well, you will always be like this.